Messianic.
Buongiorno. Got my stuff.
Nothing but class.
Classy, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blethers number 3. It's our third
Johnny
Blethers
session, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Johnny session. Johnny's not here now. We fired him. Just wasn't up to scratch, so he's out the door. He's gone. He's done.
It's a close race,
one.
though. I almost lost my job to him.
You did. You did, because at stages there he was doing good. He's getting boring. He went off track a little bit. He went a little bit Rodney at times. Anyway.
What, he put 2 consecutive sentences together and bored the arse off you?
Well, no, it's not sentences. It's just maybe the subject matter. I don't know. It's like, look, it went all right.
If it isn't tit, you've lost
It weren't the worst we had, was it? Anyway, Blethers. So, here we go. We're going to have a little chat about the Johnny episodes and try and put a few of the, we can't call them facts, can we? Can't say we're going to put some of the facts correctly because they weren't
claims.
Facts.
There were claims.
Claims. We'll go with that. So, yeah, we're going to try and rectify some of the claims that basically we all made some, I think, at some stage. So we'll have a go at correcting them. First things first. Come on, let's get a dram. It's like the national lottery, this, isn't it? This week's set of balls is Jeffrey.
Oh, M for mystery.
No, it's upside down.
Oh.
W for whiskey.
Oh, well, whiskey, is it?
Mystery whiskey.
So I was going to be W for wanker, but you're getting W for whiskey. That's kind of.
I don't know. I've got a bit more colour than
yours.
yours.
A little bit more.
Are we going colours, are we? Ooh, look at that. Fancy schmancer.
I don't know what to make of it.
Do you not? Make a whiskey out of it. There we go. Look at this lovely jubbly. Bottles go for recycling because we reuse them. We upcycle. We don't recycle. We upcycle, don't we, Rodders?
Well, they're used for much the same purpose again. So.
Yeah, that's it. That's not bad. Let's have a ching. Let's do a ching while we remember. Look, they're rolling all over the attic.
Disappearing into the insulation.
Skoll. I think that's what they say somewhere, isn't it?
It's bound to be somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, is it not? German's not Skoll, is it?
There's something like
Norwegian,
Stum,
something.
or maybe it is that.
That's lovely. Not a bad drop at all. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go over a few of the refuted claims that we made. We're also going to give you a little hint as to what's going to happen in the next full episode that we do. Episode session number 4, which is going to be. Who thought we'd have lasted this long, Rodders, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
If my missus would have thought I could have lasted this long, she'd have married me sooner. Classy, ain't I?
Nothing but class.
Nothing but class.
Yeah.
Absolutement. Yeah, so that's it. So good episode with Johnny, wasn't it? It was fun.
Nice having him
It
up
wasn't
here.
overly whiskey-fied, but we had plenty of whiskey chat.
Maybe he was timid. He knows way more than he was.
I know, but he doesn't. I think this is a problem we're going to have with people coming up here, because me and you are legendarily entertaining. People are going to be coming up in a little bit shy.
You want to go that
They're going to be a
direction?
bit
It is
boring.
clearly that you have a half-second attention span, and they don't want to string a thought together, so they
For me to kick
pounce
it.
down their throat. Yeah, I'm bored now. Get the fuck off my show.
Yeah, but it's our show. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
But
waste
be
it.
fair.
But yeah, I can't argue with that. But yeah, it's a good one. I enjoyed that with Johnny coming up. It was good.
He'll come back at some point, and
Absolutely, we'll get Johnny back up here.
you behave yourself, and he'll.
Yeah, well, I think I did. I wasn't too brutal with him, really. I think I was all right. Only one stage I
I
told
think you
him
said something. Oh, we've got to start somewhere with a guest.
Yeah, that's it. So you're left to do, Johnny.
You didn't say that, but it was implied.
You're the only person athletic enough to get up the stairs to get in here. But no, it's good. I enjoyed that. It's nice having an extra guest up here because I sometimes get a little bit bored just chatting just you. So I had a bit someone else to spout off at for a little while. So that was quite nice. What's your dram like? Any good?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
That's lovely. Don't know who it is. See, the trouble is we've got Bunnahabhain miniature bottles, but we've put stuff in them that's not Bunnahabhain, which is good. Makes it all the more mysterious. All the more mysterious. Didn't get my bottom set of teeth last week, just to let you know, people.
See, I thought
Next week I'll get
them.
them. I'll have my bottom ones next week. Got my top ones now. I'll have a look at us. Well, I'm going to sound totally different, and I'll probably talk with less of a lisp, hopefully.
I think your lisp is adorable.
Do you?
Mm.
It makes me. It's an enigmatic lisp. They call it. It's like the Mona Lisa. Her smile. Her smile and my lisp.
Enigmatic list.
No,
That's a demented idea.
yeah. Not like I'm demented, eh? So anyway,
I don't know what to make
no
of this.
scabs, no scars, no blood.
You're quick healing.
But I am.
You've battered your skull enough times it's learned
But to
how
be
to
fair,
just
the
rebuild itself.
Maria tell you she goes mental because I pick the scabs and eat them.
Ah,
Well, it's
that's
only-
like a 4-year-old sort of thing. Just sitting
No, I
there
never
with
grew out of it. But the thing
a
is,
finger up their nose, just eating
Yeah,
their bogies.
I
like
don't
that.
do the bogey thing, but I eat scabs because at the end of the day, it's only dried blood, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't it? It's just blood.
and
And
skin.
it's my own blood.
Yeah.
It's like eating a crunchy bit of iron.
Or back crackling, whatever that stuff is.
Yeah. So Maria goes mental, absolutely loose. She thinks I'm absolutely doolally, but I
It's
don't
not doolally, it's just foul.
I don't know what it is, but it tastes bloody strong.
This is very smooth, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's because it's 7 o'clock in the morning that seems a bit harsh and aggressive. I don't know. It's not. Only kidding. So, Johnny, some of the claims that were made last week.
Well, see, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to focus on because I'm heartbroken that the main claim that needed. I mean, there was
midget
a
archer.
hero. We were talking about a hero, a midget hero, a little people hero, or Johnny was. It's like, we'll
I
find out
think-
who this guy is. Put his name.
Honduras,
out.
wasn't it? Did he shoot a dragon with it or something? No, what was it?
He shot someone who he assassinated someone. It wasn't clear from Johnny's story whether he assassinated someone, just shot them for thinking he couldn't be a valuable participant in the war or the battle, or whether he just shot a random person to demonstrate he would be an asset because he was
But he
getting
was
mocked.
he was an archer. He was a bowman.
An
So he,
excellent.
but a midget one, a little fella. We still don't know what's the correct term. Do you? Did anyone research what the correct term is for someone who's?
The apparent, I bet you, there's a bunch of cause people out there that are all into things. They want
To be
say
called people.
little people. No, they'll say the right thing is little people, but I bet you real little people don't care.
Don't
They'd be
care.
just real
Yeah.
people.
Is
You know?
it? Yeah.
And
'Cause
so,
they are at the end of the day. They're smashing. Everyone should have one.
oh no, man. See,
No. Like you could get a midget nanny. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
that's entirely
I'm
wrong.
just having pictures in my head now. Anyway,
Surprisingly
anyway,
strong.
so I've been googling and researching this, and I have found nothing. But did Johnny not say that down at the RSPB at Grunyart, Loch
That's what he
Grunyart
said
on
he'd seen
Islay,
the
he said
story.
that there's tells you about it. So I think we need to get Johnny back up here in a few months, a couple of months, or whenever.
Grill 'em.
But we need to send him out on location,
See you
and
lot
you can
calling us a
film it.
liar.
or something like that. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not true. That's not what I said at all. What I'm saying is I can't find proof
Right now
of it.
he's
But if
hanging
he's-
under some suspicion.
That's it. Well, now nobody believes Johnny. It's another bloody.
Fuck.
He's just like you, and he's. But the thing is, we'll get him to either go and do a little live broadcast video of himself, and then he can pan on to the bit that says all about it, and then we can say, referring back to session number 3, the Johnny episode, or
Months
Johnny's
ago.
first episode, 6 months ago.
Blackened his name.
There we go. Johnny has cleared his name. What do you think? That'd be a good one. Send Johnny out on a
Seems
broadcast.
just. If you couldn't find anything, that's.
I couldn't. I Googled it. Couldn't find a thing.
That's
So
a shame.
it's a shame, but shit happens, doesn't it? Oh, mate, where's your scraps of paper?
I didn't bring it.
Oh, careful, don't knock the jams over.
Right,
So
the
what
chip
else?
sign.
There was something else as well. What was it? I can't remember what else there was now. There was something else that you said.
Oh, the Everclear, yes. Johnny,
Everclear.
Johnny was claiming that stuff was 95%.
Yeah.
Alcohol, I was like, that's demented, that's crazy, but absolutely true. I thought
Yeah.
the stuff I was drinking was bad.
it's
It was 50%.
Yeah, it's like poutine, isn't it? That the Irish one made out of potatoes. That's literally 100%, I think, isn't it?
And you can't get. But
Or something like that. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
there's a word for it is it factored?
It's called wrong. That's the word. You're
Like
looking
regular distilling, you're only going to get low 90s or high.
Mm.
There's a number in there that after that you have to do a thing that's actively subtracting the water.
for. Bloody strong that is.
What do you got?
Oh, I don't know. Have a swig of that.
It's just a young sherry.
A young sherry?
No,
I don't know. Try it. Oh, that's aggressive. Or is it just me?
it is strong.
It's got a kick to it, isn't it?
Yeah,
See
but
the
it doesn't
pain
taste
in on
like
there.
We're going to get into this every fucking episode.
Episode 1, all about Rodney is paining.
Yeah.
Pain in my ass. What else was it? There's something else that you were doing that I was going to say that's not right at all. It was something you were coming up with, I think, in the episode.
Well, the thing I'm hanging back on, because it filled me with glee, was talking about chihuahuas. You might as well get
Oh,
into that.
chihuahuas. The old ankle biters. Rodney was talking about that in the last
And
episode.
Johnny Andrew-
They were dogs of war.
Instantly scoffing at me like that has got to be absolute drivel.
Dogs of war. I still don't believe it just because you've now said you've researched
Okay,
it.
so not surprisingly, I was mixing it up with a couple of things. I couldn't find anything about. I did find some stories about it getting used in war against the Germans. Apparently, that none of it sounded real to me. But what was real? What was
So they've
absolutely?
got like German Shepherd dogs and
It was just a
and they were
distraction.
battling against the Chihuahuas.
They're sending gas over, and you're sending over miniature dogs to, be a nuisance. No, the what was mixed up though, what was used in Mexico, this is fantastic. All the way Roman times and even before that, historically, you'd know this. You're in the army.
Go on.
Soldiers had to forage for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it's Cromwell was taking over Ireland, so Scotland sent over a bunch of guys to try and liberate Ireland.
We're
but
bordering here, just to let you know.
bordering on
Bored.
boredom, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
anyway.
but look, Scotland basically went over and wound up ravishing Ireland because the soldiers have to go forage for their own food.
Right.
The Romans always had to
Potatoes.
forage for their own food, right?
Okay.
And you just decimate the land, right?
Right.
What's a way better plan than you take a bunch of basically really aggressive guinea pigs with you, an army of these things, send them out into the surrounding territory.
Foraging.
They go forage on you, and then on your as you journey around, they follow you, and you just cook them. That's what they use the chihuahuas
So
for.
they ate Chihuahuas.
Yeah, that's how they
So
used them
what-
in war.
Why wouldn't you go for a bigger dog than that? You could feed
Like
more
for-
people.
For I don't know. I suppose it's, you know,
Bit dumb.
you need-
Why would you have a snack folly around when you could have a steak? You know what I mean?
No. But that's if it's
You had a
if it's
Labrador or something,
it's a
that'd
white
feed 6 of you. A Chihuahua's
maybe a
going to
big
feed
dog's
one.
not going to eat like gerbils or whatever's
got
floating
you.
around.
So they're probably eating
And beetles and stuff.
vegetables. They're probably vegetarian dogs.
Anything, right?
Chihuahua, is that not a city in Mexico?
Don't know my Mexican cities too well.
I'll have to Google that now.
But that's properly good, right? Like I remember.
There's nothing to do with them biting them in the ankles to distract them.
No,
then.
that was
It
was
was
what
for
I'm saying. It was
food.
mixed up. But that's a good
Every
plan.
story you've come up with since we've started this
But it
has
was real.
been 2 stories in one that you've picked out the tiniest portion of to make sound interesting, which they don't always, to be fair.
Even with the
Yeah,
mistake.
so when you come in to explain them, it's a complete tangent to what you initially said.
They were used in war.
Oh,
The core
Jesus
concept is
Christ.
absolutely right.
Mate.
You send out a fleet of yapping locusts basically to decimate someone else's land, and then you eat them on their way back.
I wonder what the collective name is for a group of chihuahuas. We have to look at that now.
What's the group name for a group of midget
Oh, the menu.
midget heroes?
Chihuahuas, more fat on the butcher's pencil, isn't there?
I think that's a grand idea. Wellington.
Duke of Wellington, I could tell you all about him. He's from Reading,
Is he?
my old hometown.
Well, the point was he was having to travel around with. He had to kill a minimum of 300 cows every day, or 300 animals every day to feed his guys.
Really?
They had to travel around with this. Right, this Chihuahua idea is way better than that. Way more effective.
Well, it is. I like the old
And I don't like Chihuahuas enough to
Duke
care
of
about
Wellington
them.
story. I like that one. That's all in Stratfield Stay House, and that's in their old stables. You could go in there, and they've got them like each stall within the stables. They've got like the glass screens, so it's like a museum now. And behind there, you've actually got the original Wellington boot, one of his original boots, which they named the Wellington boot after.
Yeah.
See? And his horse. You always see the picture of him sat on his horse overlooking the Battle of Waterloo, and actually the horse is buried there as well. You can go and see the headstone of the horse in the ground. I can't think what the horse is called. It was.
I've got the name Bucephalus in my head.
You're right. It's not that.
Good.
No, it's something.
But that might be Alexander the
It's like-
Great's horse.
could be. Syphilis, you say?
Yeah.
But no, this was something
like.
like, I don't know, bloody thunder or something like that. Something equally naff. But yeah, the story's brilliant. You can go around the house and it's all good.
Well, it wasn't much of a story.
But did you know he had something like the biggest state funeral in British history? Up until
Was that
Lady
you
Princess
talking about this
Diana, I
with
think.
the huge
He's got
iron
this huge, massive wrought iron
carriage?
funeral carriage. And apparently it took something like 12 Shire horses to pull this thing. It was massive. And they reckon the streets were over 1 million people lined the streets of London when he parted. This is years ago. But apparently it took something like 2 weeks and it had 100 men doing 12-hour shifts. So you had two groups doing
forge the whole
for
thing.
2 weeks to forge and make this state funeral carriage. Monstrous thing.
Is that in St Paul or something in London?
What?
The carriage?
No, it's in Reading, Stratford Say House. It's in one of the barn things. It's like an old barn that you can go into.
Just
And
knock
it's,
the wheels off and leave them in it.
but I tell you, you stand and look up it, it's massive.
Yeah.
I don't know how high. It's probably 15, 20 feet high where they sat the coffin on the top of. But I think Princess Diana has had a bigger turnout since then. But yeah, but
Churchill had a pretty big one as well.
yeah, but not on the scale of Duke of Wellington.
I don't even know what the big deal is. This is ignorance here, but it was Napoleon's comeback gig. It wasn't even a proper, like it wasn't in his strong campaign.
He was a funny little fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah. Wonder what he was hiding.
Don't know. Someone said he always wore a red jacket, so if he bled,
Nah.
his soldiers wouldn't see the blood on him. Apparently, that's why Wellington wore brown trousers.
I didn't see it
No.
coming.
Thank you very much. I'm
I'll
here
go
all
with that.
week. Boom, boom.
Life hacks. Yeah. Napoleonic times life hacks. I should put that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. So, have we got anybody on the show today? Are we going to go out and say hello to anyone?
I'm hoping Katie Cosmos is going to be able to come up with something, but
Yeah, she's been a bit poorly apparently,
yeah,
so
she's
it might be her twin.
we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll
I know
tell you
Dave's
set
come
us
through.
up with a nice one. He set us up with a beauty. Should we see the show out with that one of Dave's, or do you want to plonk it in the middle?
absolutely,
Yeah, no, that one. Dave's one. We'll close the episode with that one. It's a nice one. He's talented man, Dave. Talented man.
We'll wait and see what happens with Katie.
Yeah, we'll wait and
Because
see what
if
happens.
this is a
with Katie.
disaster, then that might have to close out the show by the time everyone's tuned out.
Absolutely. That's still focusing in and out, isn't it? And it said it shouldn't do now. Fed up with that.
It's all right,
we're on
all
the
our-
blink back here as well.
All our legions of fans will be used to the
The
pitiful standards we've been set
the
since
very
day
high
one.
professional standards that we're starting to bestow upon our episodes it's hard to maintain this kind of standard of quality, isn't it?
Well, we're encouraging the migration onto audio only.
Yeah, because we've started with the podcast now, haven't we? What have you got that on? We've got one
It's on
episode
iTunes or it'll be on Spotify. I need to work.
It's
on
on
it.
iTunes now,
SoundCloud,
is
I
it?
believe it's on there as well.
Is it? I'm not up with this stuff. Is that? Do you have to have an Apple product to have that?
No.
No. Cool. I'm not very technical, as you can probably tell. I'm just here for my good looks. Not really. I don't know
And
why I'm here, really.
truth be told, your
It's my
winning
attic.
personality.
My winning personality, yeah. We've got a trophy room downstairs. It's won so much. Oh dear, I don't know.
Just a stack of death threats from around the world.
Yeah, well, see, the trouble is, it's all the ladies that chase me around. It's a problem. Husbands.
Yeah. What were you saying about my woman?
But what?
What were you
Yeah,
saying?
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. What did you say about my missus? I didn't say anything particularly. But
Yeah, but what you weren't saying was hanging pretty heavy in the air.
like you do. Like you do. It's very warm in the attic today.
It's muggy for some
It's
reason.
lovely. Well, it's a nice day today. Sun's out.
Well, this is
Sun's
going to
out,
be
buns
demented as the.
Tell you what, in the summer when we get up here, mate, I tell you, we could probably only need to wear about 6 t-shirts up here. See, now you've got a hoodie on today. You're an arse because you normally wear like the old checkered padded jacket thing.
I ran
Is
out.
it? It's going to be an episode of just me burping the way it's going.
It's going to be a lot of fading the black, getting rid of all that.
Yeah, probably, but that's all right. How long have we been going for? 20 minutes already. Look at that, mate. The wall's still standing. The attic.
That's gorgeous. It starts crumbling, eroding away at it. Chunks start falling on your skull. Give you something to eat.
Absolutely. So what's your jam like then? Happy with that one, yeah?
Very.
What's it like compared to mine? Is it smoother?
Yes. Yeah, your one's rough.
But see,
It's not rough. It's just strong. It's just.
it is. It just seems really aggressive. But the legs on it are stunning.
I saw the legs.
You and your painting.
It wasn't even mine. I was just making fun of somebody bringing it up.
Yeah, but that was no good. And I've got a complaint to make as well.
Ooh.
The last episode, I was kind of getting into this whole donut situation. And you've come empty-handed today.
That's only for when we've got guests.
Why is Johnny?
Oh, and Johnny got some abuse for not going along with the donut.
Did he?
Yeah, it got just basically the most obvious one was from my sister. It's like, I saw what you were going for there. Bloody Johnny was a guest. You
This
should
is
have gone along with it.
by the way, what's your sister's name?
Emily.
Emily, hello, darling. Hope you're all well in Canada.
She's not going to watch this. She's
Yes, she
already
will. You've
wasted
got to
her
tell
time.
You've got to tell her that
5
she's
minutes.
got to mention this time. Take care, Emily. Nice to meet you, darling. Take care and all that.
Don't listen to him. Don't trust him.
I'm an
never
honest
getting
fella, aren't I?
introduced.
Don't I look like an honest fella? If you had a daughter, would you trust me with her? Don't answer that. This is the bloke who's been married 3 times. Fair dudes. On the catch.
Oh, I just saw a lovely little video of you playing with
My niece.
3-year-old or something. So yeah, 3-year-old daughter.
My niece sent me a video on Facebook, and it was some bloke running around the garden with this little kid playing football with her and that. And I'm like, what are you sending me random pictures like this for? And that's when I figured out it was actually me and her. I didn't know. I don't know how old she is now. She must be 25.
That's a heartwarming story, man. That's
25
adorable.
years old, air stewardess, British Airways. And then I don't even remember her from when she was a kid. Sad, huh?
Is there a difference nowadays between domestic flights and international in the caliber of?
No.
Does that mean
because
anything?
they do the rotation. Because you only allow. I'm quite Sophie. She'll probably. I think her and a bloke Ryan watch this. But what she'll probably message me and say you're talking a load of shite. But I'm sure that she said that they have so many flying miles they're allowed to do each year. So if you do a long haul to say Australia, British Airways aren't in Gatwick anymore. They pulled out. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what, but they
Holy hell, man! I'm sorry to do this to you, but I'm bored now. I just felt it coming on. It's
Do you
like,
know what?
oh, I cannot even
I
pretend
felt
to care
myself.
about this
I felt
anymore.
myself. I just kind of like felt everything going black then myself, where I was bored of my own voice.
I don't usually get like that.
No. Let's talk about something else.
That wasn't personal. That wasn't a dig at you.
Yes, it
that
was.
just
You're a
came.
bastard.
That came from inside. It's,
Welcome to my world, Rodney. Welcome to
Yeah.
my world, my friend.
it's rubbing off on me finally.
Here he goes.
If someone's trying to be civil and share their world, share their
So
life,
anyway,
with you,
so they're
you
all
can just
they're all
oh,
average
yeah,
looking now.
I'm done.
They're all average looking now, at best.
At best, a rough looking lot in
Yeah.
British Airways.
Yeah. What should we talk about next week?
Ah, sure, why not?
Episode, shall we? So, next one is back to our normal, like episode 1.
This
and
is
2.
nice actually. We've got this idea where we're going to stagger it out, and we've got a few people we want to have on, and we've got the bottle for this distillery, then we have a guest, and we've got a bottle for this. But starting to pile up, where we want this person, this person, this person. So we
Yeah.
have to double up a little bit.
Yeah. But the idea is we're probably going to do 2 episodes back to back where it's going to be a predominantly a whiskey about a distillery. And then we'll have one which is a guest, and it could be just random stuff. I mean, I know we've got Ben from the rum. Ben from who is basically making the first Isla rum.
I think you will be more interested in that than you think.
Yeah, we're more interested in what you've got to say, probably.
Just for variety's sake. But no, I think if you get a few of these different types, or at least get the idea of them,
Absolutely.
you'll start to perk up.
Yeah.
Used in whiskey or by itself.
Yeah. So we will
rum will be
obviously. I'll be
interesting.
probably trying to find out what the differences are between how he's setting rum up and how
That's a
we
future
do the whiskey.
episode,
But that's
down
again
the road.
down the line. And we'll potentially in the future look maybe at one of the gin places on Isla, see what they're doing and things like that. So it's not all about the whiskey, but
We're opening up as well,
but yeah.
so they should be able to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a couple of episodes back to back, which will be about the distilleries and about we'll crack a bottle of whiskey, and then we'll have one where it's random. We'll just have a guest in, maybe like Johnny last week, or like Ben talking about rum, or we'll get Mr. B up here, Mr. Dave Brody. We'll get him up here, and we'll crack a bottle with Dave. So yeah, a bit of variety, a bit of things here and there. So but next week, or the next episode, I should say. I keep saying next week. I don't know why I say that.
Can I just stop you there?
Go on.
Just stop you, like not for anything.
Going
Just
now.
All right, I beg your pardon. Rude
Anyway,
interruption.
yes. Anyway, back with me now.
So did I disrupt your flow there? Were you in full,
Yeah, you did. I was just about to
professional-
spout on about what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So obviously we've done episode 1. We did the bottle from
Really, this much of a recap?
Bunnahabhain, 12-year-old. Episode 2 we did
No more.
Bumore.
You
Which
still
one
got
was
the
it?
bottles about?
Yeah, I know. They're in the box over
Bottle
here. I
number
think.
one. Ah, I see.
But that was the
Atlantic sea salt.
Atlantic sea salt one. Yeah. So next episode is going to be. We're heading south. We're going to
Nicely done.
Professional Ardbeg.
What was that? An intriguing review?
Ardbeg. Can you see the bottle there? This is the one. Fairly recently out. This is called the Wee Beastie. It's a 5-year-old. No doubt it's going to be heavily peated, so I shall probably sit there with chronic heartburn. But Rodders will love it. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, so that's a bad boy we're going to be trying in the next episode. Now, there is also going to be an outside broadcast by me. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, but there's something down near Ardbeg Distillery, which I find fascinating. So I will go
I find
and do
it
a
kind of
broadcast.
touching that you've talked about this since day one, that everything else you can't be arsed with, but for some reason, this, you want to do some real research and you want to put
Yes.
some heart and soul into it, and you actually want to
Absolutely.
present people with useful information.
Yeah, it'll be a nice one, that one. But anyway, so the Ardbeg Beastie, we'll give that a try.
Hmm.
It's only 5 years old, so it's a young fella. We'll see how that goes. But
Don't know how it will go, just we will say whether you're faking it or not. There's no
Oh,
reason to be.
yeah, well, you'll
You'll
know.
either be sat there with an unpeated going, oh, aye, there's wee beasties.
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you. I'll say, look, guys, I've had a sip of it. It's nice, but it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm
I'll
going
learn
to crack on and have a. You know what I mean?
Leave yourself that out. I
I
don't
will,
want
I
you
will, I'm
sat
not
there
gonna-
going,
Absolutely. I'm not going to bullshit. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to talking about a distillery's whiskey, the idea is we're here just to give an honest opinion.
no.
Yeah.
So 8-year-olds, I don't know if this will be
So we're going to find out
a
if it's
little
any
bit leery,
good.
actually.
Tell you what I'm looking forward to. Ardnahoe. Is it not this October? That's 3 years for them.
Since the first run.
Since the very first run. So will they release a 3-year-old whiskey? No, they might do.
Yeah.
Hunter Lang at Ardnahoe. Is it Hunter Lang? Hunter Lane?
Weren't they just experimental runs though?
I don't know.
Or were they actually going into barrels at that point?
I don't know. I think it went straight into cask at that because they were selling cask at that point, weren't they? Was it like six, 7 grand or something to buy a cask? I'm pretty sure they made it straight away. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to try theirs when it comes out, but I don't know how long it'll be before they do.
Yeah.
But when we come to do their distillery, we've actually got a bottle from another distillery, which is one that they've independently bottled. So we'll
cover all that.
we'll
We'll get
cover
to it.
all that. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, there's another one going down there, isn't there?
I'm looking forward. I'll try and be nice, or I'll just be straightforward. I'm looking forward to you actually putting some effort into this.
What's you on about? Cheeky basket. Do you mean what? The actual going out and
Yeah.
doing my outside broadcast
Yeah.
from where I'm going?
Mm.
It's going to be interesting, isn't it? If
Possibly.
I don't break my neck on the way there. Don't forget, Ardbeg's the next one. We'll get on there. Thanks
Beastie.
again to Johnny for last time. Sorry about our facts that are still bloody useless. Rodders, cheers, mate. Take care, people. Look after yourselves. All that malarkey, and we'll see you next time. Dave, over to you to shut us out.
Nah,
Got
you
us out,
missed your
yeah.
take care.
I did say take care earlier.
Did you?
Yeah. If not, take care. Ciao. Ciao, muchachos. Hey, I'm bilingual, I am. I can speak English in 2 different languages.
Was that because of the Chihuahua bit?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a Mexican
that's
city, that is.
Get out of the way.
Oh, gee. Yeah, Dick.
That's right. you can just for this shot, you can feel Dave going at it. Is it a heck?
That's beautiful, John. You got a steady hand there, mate.
What makes it feel dynamic?
I got sunshine on cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Oh yeah. I guess you see what could make me feel this way, Rodney. Rodney and Colin, and in the attic